Brad Friedel, Jussi Jääskeläinen, Venko Kanu, Fabricio Miccoli, Roy Mackay, Jens Jeremies, and Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. These legends played for clubs that won national leagues, cups, and international tournaments. Where are these clubs now? Let's check. Blackburn Rovers left the top flight of English football a few times. The last time this happened was according to the results of season 2011-12. 17 goals of Yakubu Aigbeni were not enough and Rovers finished in 19th place, which led to their demotion to the championship. The 2016-17 season ended with another fall. Team went down to League One, but the following year they was able to quickly return to the championship back, taking second place in the table. Over the next 5 years, the club's best result was the 7th place in 20-23 season. Having scored the same number of points, 69, Blackburn missed Sunderland to the playoffs and remained in the championship. The current campaign is extremely difficult. Tramps is near the relegation zone, and of course there is no question of promotion. No one can say when we will see the three-time champion in the Premier League again. The four-time FA Cup winner left the Premier League with Blackburn in 2012. The crisis intensified, and in year 16 team naturally found itself in League One. The 1920 season was not completed. Team lost 12 points before it started for putting club under external management. The Trotters quickly returned and still remains in League One, and has a good chance of promotion in current campaign. Portsmouth, the first bankrupt club in the Premier League history. 135 million in debt and an external administration sent Portsmouth to the Championship. And 3 years later, to League Two. The Pompey could return to League One in 2017 only with Kenny Jackett. Remains there till today, having the first place in the league. Throughout its history, Palermo has suffered from financial problems, which is why we've seen as many as 5 rebirths of the Sicilian club. The most famous version of it was so-called Zamparini Palermo, which collapsed on October 18th in 2019. 28 managers changed during the Zamparini era, which of course led to the usual problems for the Eagles. In the 16-17 season, the club left Serie A once again with 26 points and 19th place. Before the start of 1920 season, Palermo was expelled from Serie B for financial irregularities. Today's Palermo started its history in Serie D and in 5 years managed to get to Serie B, where it's fighting to return to the top league of Italian football again. One of the oldest clubs in the world left the top German league 20 years ago. Feller, Schuker, and Ivica Olic, who finished his career in Munich, played for the club. Since June 2011, Jordanian Hassan Ismaik, who owns 49% of the club's shares, has invested about 30 million euros in the Lions, helping them avoid bankruptcy. But in 2017, he refused to continue financing the club. Munich lost its license and ended up in the regional league. Since 18-19 season, with new management and a completely revamped squad, Lions have been unsuccessfully trying to get out of the third league. The last major achievement of the Miners was silver medals of the 17-18 season. The 7-time champion and UEFA Cup winner had a difficult time during the pandemic, and in April 2020 club announced that it was facing bankruptcy. That season will be remembered by fans for the club's anti-record of 16 league matches without a win. In 2022, club returned to the top, only to be relegated to the second league the same season. Now the team is managed by Karel Gerards, and the current campaign is very unsuccessful for Schalke. The quarter-final clash between Milan and La Coruña in the Champions League in April 2003 is remembered to this day as one of the greatest comebacks. White Blues in the early 2000s fought for the Spanish Championship gold medals every year, and were a truly formidable force. But everything's changed. Season 2018-19, for the first time in 39 years, Depor failed to qualify for the second round of the Spanish Cup. Then it got worse. It's like we are a meme, says a frustrated fan, after defeat to Zaragoza in December 2019. Team was languishing at the bottom of Segunda with just 12 points in 19 games. Relegation to Tercera was the question of time. Depor remains there to this day. Want to believe that Super Depor can pull themselves together and return to Primera just like they did 20 years ago.